good. Ooh! That is a wood here. Doesn't have to be expensive to garden. You don't have to have a million things. I have a 75-cent aluminum pan and yogurt containers. Holes cut at the bottom. Labeled. It's not going to matter when you eat the food what you grew it in. Nobody cares but us. So I now have all of my little yogurt cups cut. So I just have some soil that I made. So I'm just beginning to fill the cups. And I prefer, like, you can go out, you can go to Amazon or your local big box store. You can buy tons of flower pots and, you know, everything your heart desires. But I think it'd be better to use what you have around the house. And I get a kick out of it, so. We have enough stuff that goes in the trash and the landfill as it is. So when I fill them up and then I kind of just press them down a little bit. Add a little bit more soil to it. Just tap it lightly. Try to get them to about here. Just leave a little bit of a couple inches of headroom just to be able to add the seeds and some soil on top. So I have a few different things that I plan on planting today. It's almost, I think it's gonna be like 70, 75 degrees today. So I'm on East Coast Zone B, so this is really good for us. We've had a million snowstorms and we are ready to be warm again. Now I do have, like I said, I do have these other little pots that I bought. I just thought they were cute. Nice small ones. I do also use plastic cups. I think that is a great economical way to start plants. I did those in the beginning last year, but because I'm growing so many and I was short on soil, I still had some of these cups around, the little small planters, so I decided to use those. But I will actually be using the plastic cups this year to up pot. So that'll be a video that is coming soon. Okay. So let's see here. Doesn't have to be perfect. So you guys will be able to see. Now that I have these cups filled, we're going to talk about what I'm going to be planting. So I already have a lot of tomatoes and peppers planted. Today focusing on melons and squash. So last year I did try to grow a sugar baby melon, and it was really tiny. It did not have a chance to mature, so I just don't want that to happen again this year. To be heavier feeders, I want to give them a little bit more room. Just going to add more soil because I don't want to have to up pot it as fast. I want to give it as much time to grow here as I can in case I don't get to potting it right away. I have clay soil, which can be very compact and dense. I mix the soil sometimes with perlite, cocoa core, sea moss. Excuse me, not sea moss. What is that stuff called? Peat moss. First one we're gonna grow is Lilanu Sweet Glow, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. That is from Baker Seeds. This is 85 days to harvest. So these are gonna be pretty big. I like to at least grow 2 of things. That way if something happens, I'm not screwed. Cantaloupe here. It's known as Prescott Fond Blanc. Let's see here. 3 to 5 pounds. It's about up to 95 days of maturity. I'm actually going to plant 4 of these. I do like the succession show. It's just that sometimes I get really excited and I put too much on myself. So the next one is, I think it's called a Hago melon. It says it's also called the melon of Israel. I thought this was pretty cool. This variety is named for the Hebrew word, which means the anchor. This one is 3 to 4. So I'm assuming since this one is 3 to 4, this one will probably be 3 to 4 as well. I am looking to eat healthier. So this would be a great way. I would have no excuse. If I have any extra, I can always donate, sell, give them to family. Dehydrate, sweet dumpling squash. Now this one is a winter squash. I like this one because it says they're about 1 pound fruits, not too stringy, and they have a really good shelf life. So I've never grown this type of squash before. I'm gonna go just 3 of those. I don't know if I don't lose my seeds first. I can't have that happen. Next I have some cucumbers. This is one that we I can't even say it. Absolutely loved last year. They are wonderful. This is a lemon cucumber or cucumber lemon. 65 days to harvest. When I say these things, love to grow. They are wonderful. We just eat them right off the vine. They taste like cucumbers, but just like a light, mild taste. It's really refreshing. So we really, really love this one. And this one's actually from Dollar Tree. But they grew very well last year. And I did not do a lot of, it's pretty windy. Feels good with winter. I did not do a lot of seed saving last year. So that it will be my goal this year to focus on seed saving. This is a new variety for me this year. This is a cucumber. It's called a Space Master. Last year I grew a vine. I don't have a lot of things to grow up. I have a lot of pots, and that's how you know it's that time of year. These seeds are really, really tiny. Now this one is very new to me. I do like Persian cucumbers. I didn't get the seeds for those this year, so maybe I'll get them another time during the seed stop. But this one's new. This is a, oh, my neighbor's baby is crying. Oh, poor baby. So this one is a Armenian cucumber. I think it's actually about 12 inches long. So I'm pretty excited to grow these, just like I'm going to be going to the yard logging. That's not, oh yeah, 70 days to harvest. So not bad. Same thing about, what, 2 months? I think my frost is not, my last frost is April 9th. It says best for eating less than 12 inches. So, wow, they're probably really, really good up there. This is the early prolific straight neck summer squash. I love these. They're awesome. I mean, I had them in shaded areas and they grew beautifully. I remember as a kid, I used to hate when my mom made squash, and now here I am as an adult and I love it. Sauteed with some olive oil. I grew these last year. They grew wonderfully. And if you leave them, they will grow huge. If you understand, they start to act almost like winter squash or pumpkin. I don't know if they will keep that long, but once they get too big, they don't taste as good, but they grow really well. To me, it's hard for squash not to grow. I had it in a bad spot last year, and I still was able to get squash. I have one more for this tray, and that is going to be loofah. I tried to grow this one last year, but I didn't really pay attention to it. I had too much stuff growing. So these are from 2024, so I tried to use my older seeds first. All right, so here they are. Just add a little bit of dirt here. These are really small. Some of these are small. I just cucumber melon, so I don't want to put too much on there. Just enough to cover it. Doesn't have to be expensive to garden. You don't have to have a million things. I have a 75-cent aluminum pan and yogurt containers. Holes cut at the bottom. Labeled. It's not going to matter when you eat the food what you grew it in. Nobody cares but us. Technically, we don't really have to bottom water these. It's either just on top. I could just spray them down, but that's fine. I want to make it easy. That's why I love these trays. And then I can take them and put them on my heat mat and the lights, and then bake. There you go. I want to grow Giant Noble and Corenta. Giant Noble I have grown before, and it did very well. I'm going to try to grow them in the same container. We're going to try it. So this is the Giant Noble. And here's this Spinach Corenta. It's a hybrid. I usually try to stick to heirlooms, but it's 50 cents. Figured I'd try it. Oh no, I got the names wrong. Haha. Giant Noble. Oh, this sucks. Well, they do have different leaves though as well. The Corenta hybrid seems like they have more like kind of pointier leaves, more textured, and the Giant Noble is more, these are actually pretty big. I have some growing now, and these are more heat resistant, so that's why I grew these. And I do like the Bloomsdale for the winter. This is what it looks like. I'm going to spray that down, close it up. So this is dwarf blue curl kale. I like this one, it says 60 days. And this one, I'm not going to be fancy. I could. Oh! That is a wood bee or something. Jesus, where'd it go? Okay. I don't know if that was a wood bee. Whew, it was a jacket. But it's time to get up out of here. I'm going to cover it with a bag. And we're done.